Hey, No Backstage. I'm Thomas McDonell. I'm going to answer some questions. What I really liked about Brazil today was driving around and looking at the city and talking to people like you. Yeah, I used to tweet a lot in Portuguese, and more recently I've mostly been putting Korean phrases on Twitter. Well, not every time, but sometimes, and usually it's because I'm talking about something that they were already talking about or interested in, and that it kind of works like that.
Okay.
It depends. Sometimes I see a phrase that I think is interesting, or a few and put them together, or sometimes I ask someone like you to just translate something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of just getting into Brazilian music, and I need to know more stuff. I need to know what to listen to. Yeah, I try to do a lot of different kinds of stuff. So sometimes balancing it can be hard.
Yeah. Sometimes
there's too much going on at the same time, or sometimes there's not enough going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, you know. No, I've never been able to do that because I sort of what becomes interesting or what is less, it just changes all the time.
Okay.
I'm making some new music.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've been working on really recently. It's a little early to say what exactly that is, but...
Okay, but maybe some single, EP or something
yeah, exactly.
For us to expect?
Just like that.
Nice.
It was cool. It's like way more interesting from an acting point of view, I think, to have a character change over time in a dramatic way.
Okay.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel bad to me or just a person from an acting point of view. It makes you feel kind of okay because it seems like people liked it somehow.
Yeah.
I think also people who play villains, or not that exactly, but you don't have to play likable characters to have satisfaction at the same time. I didn't expect that exactly, but at the same time, I'm not totally surprised. Yeah, and then once it started really sort of going and people started responding to the way that they did, it became like this whole other thing. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay, we had to try some.
Yeah, that happens all the time to me, actually. I constantly see things that I admire and like that I think it would be cool to work on. Not really. It doesn't. That's not really part of that exactly. I just see stuff that I like or that is interesting or new somehow. These days it seems like there's a lot of sort of gnarly stuff going on. Not great. So there's a lot of stuff that I wish was happening differently.
You don't like being called princess, do you, princess?
Now we're gonna do some random questions, really quick. You don't need to get too long on it.
Okay. Gray. Brush my teeth. Oh, what were we listening to in the car on the way here? I think maybe George Michael's. Yeah, I think there was some of that on the radio. I'm learning some new stuff. Yeah. Well, that thing about adolescents with emotional problems is so funny. And terrible. Give me one. Give me a new word. Like, how do you say, good night in a really friendly way?
Sweet dreams, like
How do you say
You
that?
can say, durma com os anjos.
Which means dream with what?
It means to sleep with the angels, you know, to have a good night of sleep.
Sleep with it, right, sleep with angels.
Yeah.
Dormo como
Durma com os anjos.
Dorma como
Anjos.
angels.
Isso.
Dorma como
It was good.
I don't know if they know that I'm ambidextrous. Yeah, I've had a lot of people over the years, like even like other actors and stuff. Sometimes I say that like the reason that I became an actor is because of this guy called Michael Angarano.
Okay. Who is it?
He's an American actor.
Okay.
Hard to say exactly, but I guess I appreciate people that like work that I've done and are potentially inspired by it. That seems like a big way of saying that, but if it's true, then that's great for them.
Stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Subscribe to the thing. Keep watching all this stuff. Beijos amados. How you doing?